Well, we can't just call it Hogwarts. I know. Welcome to Warthog! Hey everyone, welcome back to more Limbus Company. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we fought some of the never mind, 2 episodes ago was when we fought the most fearsome foe of all. But we entered the Haunted Mansion last time, and this time, here it is recounted the tale of the forlorn king and the family that was once happy. We'll do this. Of course, Lantern gone as our number 1. The Hierarch is 2. Grab. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I really should have not you there. We'll Ting Tang. In case things go wrong. We're very close to the next Expial excavation, so that'll be swell. Congratulations, O brave adventurers. You've uncovered every secret of the kingdom. It's time I let you leave. Should you face such terrors in the world beyond, remember your bravery here, and triumph over them as you have today. And now, please give a warm welcome to the Blood Fiends of the attraction Haunted Bloody Mary. They will be here for the spooky, scary photo shoot with Blood Fiends. And everything just stops there, huh? Oh, I took care of the Blood Fiends were supposed to show up on cue, so yeah, makes sense. He would have gone. He would have graced us himself, she says. What misfortune! Every clue that may have shed light on the secrets of this tragic kingdom's history have all been pulverized by the guests who passed through before you. Did the voices change? It's just the auto quality this time, right? 'Tis the voice of that son's son. And our dear bloody fiend actors who put so much effort into giving you a good surprise have all disappeared as well. Report righteous judgment upon those evil wretches. Even the judgment responsible for that narration. Well, perhaps in place for a photo shoot, consulted a brief explanation about the secrets of this kingdom. The voice beyond the speaker began with a hint of excitement, as though he'd been expecting this situation all along. Maybe he was expecting something to come of this. Long, long ago, a lonesome king resided within the towering walls of this great castle, enduring so many years in a desolate place wore him down. Lonely mornings, still nights, the king's heart forever a hollow void. So the soul-crushing loneliness drove the king to yearn for a family. Desperately, oh so desperately. So the king began turning his wish to reality, forging a family of his own, blood-bound, to spend the rest of their lives together until the end of his days. The king's love for his family was bottomless and generous. Soon the cold, desolate castle became a cozy home brimming with warm laughter. Yet perhaps happiness simply isn't a thing that lasts. It was on one of those many happy days when a knight hailing from a faraway kingdom arrived at the gates of the castle. The knight was a traveller and a wanderer with hundreds of adventures and thousands of tales to tell, collected from hither and thither and yonder, beyond the world outside the castle. The king, who had spent his entire life never setting so much as a foot outside the castle, requested that knight recount tales of those adventures to him. The knight, not want of any reason to refuse this request, said as such, "O honoured king, verily, I shall regale thee with tales of the worlds I have witnessed, the adventures I've undertaken." Soon something new, something different began to fill the castle, tales of thrilling adventures. Some days they would talk of a long voyage at sea, of heroes braving the relentless waves. Some days they would whisper the heartbreaking, tragic tale of lovers. Some days they would sing of the hero's perilous adventures with an unyielding monster. And they were going, and going, and going, because at the end it was but an idea alien to them. As the king spent days upon days without sleep or rest, lost in the tales of adventure, he soon came to a grave realization. It is family of blood. This confined happiness locked within the castle cannot fill that void in his heart. So the king began to fill that emptiness with tales of adventures the knight regaled them with. And his infinite love for his family started to grow in a different direction, toward adventure, toward the night, toward the world outside the periphery of his castle. The family that thought it wouldn't last. It was all but a fleeting dream after all, just a brief silly whim, but he fancied himself that's what he was not. Donning himself a pair of ragged boots and wielding an iron lance. The family waited for the king, the creator who not only gave them love, but bequeathed them the same void of the heart, to love them, and only them, again. Yet for all their waiting, what came thereafter from the king's mouth was bitter to their ears. "Let us bring down the walls of this castle. Let us make friends with those outside," declared the king. The family was afraid to bring down the castle meant that their comfortable, familiar, and eternal home and nest was to be no more. But the family loved the lonely king and his will, and helped him enough to demolish his own castle. So the deed was done, spade in their hands. Those who lived outside the castle were far too different from those who lived within. The king's family had to give up so many things. Happiness, joy, ecstasy, pleasure, hope, anticipation. They all had to give them up. Because otherwise, they could not become friends with those outside the castle. So the king outlawed happiness from his family. Because he believed that they could be happy merely by watching the happiness of others. Those who lived outside the castle blossom. Of that happiness was something that could be shared. Believing that their happiness could be our own in time. All of our pursuits of happiness ordained a sin. So I ask, why must we repent for our happiness? There were so many mentions of family. What do you suppose he's trying to say? A lot of shit, that's what. How interesting. I wonder if their families were having real happiness to begin with. Everyone has found themselves rendered speechless by this gloomy tale. Hongu did not hesitate to share his thoughts as though it was just another light-hearted tale. Oh look, I see the exit sign over there. Looks like this really attractive stand. There's something under there. Stand on the wall with instructions in bolded letters. All blood fiends must attend at least one weekly consultation session with the priest. Consultation session? Consultation of what kind and on which subject, one must wonder. Anything, I guess? Maybe it's like a confession? No, it's clearly not true anymore, but the March must put a lot of effort back in the day. Indeed. Perhaps they once dreamed of coexistence. Nay, nothing but wicked trickery all! Don Quixote is very in denial. Oh yes, because we know that she is a blood fiend. Oh shit, there was still a fight after this. Oh well, we shall now then. We shall nibble thee. Yeah, you just got beaten up by a grandma, even though, like, all these guys are probably older. They've just been starved for blood. Truly the worst fate a vampire can have. Must have gobbled them up without a trace. Very nice, very nice. Oh, the penitent blood fiends in the bazaar survey! I do kind of want to... Yeah, we're just going to... Hold up. Just gonna do that. After a short journey, we came upon a quiet and solemn-looking room. In front of it stood a group of blood fiends looking at us in anticipation. But they all appeared to have gone through their share of battles. Many of them appeared injured and out of breath, clearly exhausted. Are you here for the excuse me, for the confession? Confession? What are you talking about? Within this room is the one who forgives our sins. Before you enter, take a deep breath, and please, give an honest answer to my questions. First, how intense is your desire for blood today? 1 for a lot, 2 for mildly, 3 for somewhat, 4 for intensely unbearably, 5 for it's driving me insane, 6 for it's killing me. This one seems kind of out of it too. Whatever nonsense I'm speaking of, 'tis none, of course! Then here's my second question. Did you consume your emo bar for today? 1 for yes, and 2 for no. Don't! Cut me off! Let's answer all these questions we granted audience with the priest. If you have not consumed an emo bar today, then please explain your reasoning. Yeah, just such obvious! It's like a shit! Even sucking blood from an insect would taste better than that! You'd agree, wouldn't you? Huh? Oh boy. Guys, get ready. Last question. Did you feel the parchness in your throat when you looked at a human today? Say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, 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 yes! Always like I'm about to go insane! No, actually, not really, not even for a moment. That voice fucked my throat. God damn. Truly, the biggest crime of all is that we don't have 7 association identities. I think there's only, like, 4. I have sinned. I have sinned once again today, I confess. Take me to the priest. They said it's all going to be okay for visit the priest when I feel the thirst, they said. The priest is in there, right? You're going to have to wait your turn. The other one sought the priest too. The spinsters as well. Might be a queue. The priest gladly. The saints in our stead. I wish I was behind the store, right? I shall take the vanguard, Manager Esquire! Oh. Villains, What I am certain of is that this intruder will never leave us alone until we open our gates. Let's put an end to this insolency soon, won't you agree? I suppose you will understand me when you create your own. Why not? I need to put an end to this today. I've been planning to do so for a while. When we entered, we saw a dying blood fiend nearing his death. His mask was already closed in half, revealing the pitiful tragedy behind. It no longer served as a mask to hide his face. Have you come here to confess your sins? What joy! Rarely do I receive those who are so willing to confess. Swan was only a smoldering stub. He could sniff out his embers with a gentle stomp. Shouts out the barber, that is, not barber, the priest. I wonder which Greg identity, or what the priest Gregor is based off of. Don't touch it, the thing is mine. The children men approached us, appearing to be in pristine condition compared to the priest. It's your children. Shut up, I don't want to waste any more time talking to you. One's almost dead. It's one of keeping him alive. It's an obvious sign of torture. Means advice in Area 2 has already been activated, so what are you torturing for? Trying for information? Yeah, haven't I told you already? The goal's in the eradication of Lamantula. Okay, but I doubt you came all the way here just for torturing some blood fiend. You're right. Not like those blood fiend hunters, we don't torture them for sport. Those is just only to inflict as much pain as possible against as many blood fiends as they can get their hands on, you know? I don't even care about the money. I don't care about either of those. What I'm looking for is a specific piece of information I came all the way in here for. I wanted to know what the specific piece of information she was talking about, but I was pretty positive she wasn't going to answer my question anyway. Well, you arrived just in time, but to crush its skull and brain within it anyway. The amount of pain could wake it from whatever this day state it's in. You can see, it's been long driven mad from pain. Mine's for the high show of her family, huh, big brother? She should ask as she gestured toward the priest, who was splayed out helplessly on the ground. Her voice was dripping with contempt. Despite her viciously threatening words, the look on the priest's face was serene. He looked at us with eyes that couldn't be at more peace. Seeing you and your friends reminds me of one of the visitors to my confession. I don't quite recall when it was, but a blood fiend by the name of Lorenzo became a repeat visitor to the confessional. First I wasn't sure why he would feel the need to visit me, simply he exuded that positivity that much. Oh dear priest, I'm doing great today. These hemobars are really some impressive inventions. Oh, I gobbled up 110 hemobars today. One sitting, that has to be some record, right? Tragically, Lorenzo's positivity did not last. Today I licked a syringe for 3 hours. Dropped blood in that thing, and I can't forget the blissful taste lingering on the needle. I didn't eat a single hemobar today. We've known that for a while now. These stupid bricks don't do anything. They're jack shit for us, and you know that. How much longer are we going to live like this? I knew the answer to his question, so I gave it to him. You know this already, Lorenzo. For endless forbearance comes coexistence. So sing and cheer louder. The more pain you feel, bury it. Suppress it with laughter. Let laughter never end here at La Mancha land. However, the last time I saw a true, genuine smile on Lorenzo's face was once before he was buried under this place. His head burst open, his brain spinning. It made me curious. What is the meaning of burying someone who still lives? You and I will never know the answer to that question. Did you bury the body of Cassidy yourself as well, that fugitive? Unhand me! Don Quixote! There's enough of this nonsense. Get out of my way. Xiaoshijun swung her fan to the blood fiend, but he was nowhere to be seen. Wei stepped in last second to block the blood fiend strike from behind. The priest had the most profound faith of them all. What did... Magician. The faith that everything will be alright. The faith that everything shall be as he willed. The faith that we shall all find happiness at the end of all things. He was the only one of us who did not turn his back to our suffering. So, when more and more of us began losing grip of our patience, he was the first to reach out to them. Give them a helping hand. Yet, the one who cares for the hearts of others cannot help but fail to tend to his own. Alone in the corner of this tiny, tiny room, the priest's heart ached with it. How many of us knew this, I wonder? I'm really happy King's Master we are for butting naturally into conversations like this. But you're sorely mistaken if you think you can just pluck our friend away again. You got that? Let us be precise, I'm only here to continue the tale. Villain! Hast thou come here to distract us once again with thy vile tricks? No, of course not. My vile tricks are all for you, and in another. Oh, for you. What? Well, there's enough misery for a tale. You have so many more riveting tales of adventure to share, don't you? Oh, Don Quixote, the great adventurer. Many a great adventure have I undertaken, yet I have no tale to tell for one so vile as thee. I should have been more mindful. We're stepping into the stage all in your lonesome must be a tad embarrassing. Is that right? I fully understand. It is no easy task to command the entire audience alone on the stage. And I'm going to offer you some assistance. Altorgente! I don't want to leave! I don't! Why do you refuse to obey me? Stop! What was that? I must have slipped. Please, it's been a while since my last show. Slipped? Sometimes the order of things you want to whack when the play reaches its crescendo and the swelling emotions sweep you off your feet. After my sincere apologies, let us begin anew. The day of that fateful duel against the Knight of the White Moon. That duel was one of the greatest battles I've ever had the honor of partaking in. Don Quixote's voice falters once again, falling unnaturally quiet. Sanson must be working his trigger again. Indeed. That duel was the first meeting of Don Quixote and the Whites for the Night Moon. The same night we guided our Don Quixote the adventurer to the river in the deep, to the river of Oblivion. River in the deep. Manager, I think I know what's going on. The man is... No, let's focus on our roles for now, shall we? Let's see here. The Knight was the first one to ever match our strength, correct? Verily, the Knight was... one of truly impressive might! Shut up again! It's getting really annoying. The Knight of the White Moon was garbed in the rags of an outfit that appeared rather unfamiliar and ridiculous. 'Twas the Knight who challenged me at first as well. Forsooth, I was quite impressed by that daring courage. Perchance the Knight was curious to test my might, as my name was known far and wide in all corners of the city through mine adventures. A good adventurer like you would have accepted that duel of gusto, certainly. Indubitably! I replied thusly, a true adventurer cowers not from a duel once challenged. Let us battle, O brave knight! Thus began the storm of blade as your lance flashed with the Knight of the White Moon's great sword. Yet with every duel, no matter how great or trivial, comes certain stakes. This historical duel must have been no different. I care not whether I might emerge the victor or the loser in this battle. Don Quixote, should thee meet my challenge in a fair duel, I promise thee that in thy hands I shall present what thou seekest most. Boldly and fiercely the combatants clashed once again. Rocinante signaled the start of this duel. If anyone was watching, it would be Rocinante. Ready, go! For 3 suns and 3 moons we tested the might of our blades. Hold on, weren't you holding a lance, not a bladed sword? It was but a figure of speech. Sanson is so interesting to me. Like, he's, very odd, for sure. He's very Yi-Song. But in a good way, I want to say. The duel from its first clash to the last was evenly matched, with no clear winner pulling ahead. And every spectator's hands began to grow slick with anxious sweat. Someone gathered to cheer us on as well. Yea, Lord Don Quixote. You can do this, your worship. Look at the last specs now, this is priceless. Well then, after I'm the Knight of the White Moon, let's keep things fresh. Ah, brave knight, you got this. Then with my blade, here it into the knight's left shoulder, while the knight's blade slipped a slight gash on mine ear. Oh no, the rich adventurer Don Quixote wounded in a duel. Is everything alright? Why not, for all is right indeed. Wounds gained in battle are but seedlings of honor, 'tis no blemish on mine. Well, you believe that my skills were a smidge superior to the knight's. Perchance I have decided to put a little more strength behind my strike. I may have dealt a blow most fatal. The grand charge will have at full speed. See who shall emerge victorious from this epic duel. God, I love this theme. Honorable Duel! Tales of Reminiscent Adventures. Takes less damage. Has unknown health, unknown level. Temple clashes randomly gains or loses. That is clashes, I believe, as in, the bounces. Honorable Duel. Also, fucking, become immensely powerful. Fuck yeah, we're at 1600 health. I'd say we're a little bit on the powerful side. I want to say this is the first clashable guard. Yes, it is the first clashable guard that we've seen. Clashable guards are like clashable counters in that they clash on defense, but they're guards instead of counters. I know, shocking to guess. Alas, we do not know how strong the Knight of the White Moon is. Again, I already talked about this so many times, but I still just love the absolute vibes that this Canto has. Like, again, I feel like Canto 7 just, like, does everything so perfectly, I feel like. It manages to, like, really combine a bunch of different things together, and all of it absolutely fucks. What I do something like that? Dominating clashes! We offset the guard. Ah, but the Knight of the White Moon has won that fight. And that's duel. Ottawa. Now, interestingly, Ottawa is no affinity. Of course, we have seen no affinity before. Defenses can sometimes have no affinity. But it's just interesting to see it on an attack. Also, the Knight's bow, Knight's weapon, fucking slaps. Thank you, Queen of Hatred. And the victor. Who won? 'Twas neither. The duel didn't draw a highly regular occurrence. Then did you resume your duel then and there? Nay, as great as I may have been an adventurer, in my heart was no such vicious weakness, but I knew the significance of clemency. I asked thusly to the knight, for 3 suns and 3 moons we have duelled, and fatigue hath set in for many. Wonderfully rest till thy blade for a moment and recover. Should we continue duel in this state, the counter spectators shan't get that much needed rest, no? It's too cruel to force them to forego sleep, only to see the outcomes of this duel. Wouldst thou not agree, Roshinante? Roshinante replied, yes, your worship. Or, no response, it's just a pair of shoes. Oh, maybe this is what Roshinante said. I was wondering when this dumb, pointless battle would come to an end. Prepared some refreshments, so why don't the 2 of you go enjoy them together or something? Thus, the long duel came to an end. It's really true that no one came between this battle, so that it truly ended in a draw. The duel was indeed a draw. Highly regular in tales of mine adventures. A brief truce, if thou wilt. Yet, I must claim that, when it comes to technicalities, the truth towards myself. Upon our final clash, my lance was pressing forcefully upon the knight's blade. Still, without a boundless generosity, I offered the knight a chance to parley with me. A truce. So you did. Now that you compromise on this truce with no promised end date, what happened thereafter? We became friends. Friendship forged to the clash of blades. It's a cliche trope for how rare it is in reality. Then did your wish come true, just as the knight had so boldly proclaimed? Perchance? Can't do fucks. God, I love Don so much. Such a goober. But that will do it for this time. Next time, which recounts the... Nope, that was what we just did. Unpredictable ending to Samsung's stage play will be next time. But until then, see you guys later.